guys, and welcome back to another another video here with Angel B Designs. I'm Angel B. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In today's video, you guys, I am going to be showing you how to do an applique design on my 15 needle machine. This is the design that we are going to be doing today. It is my Pray Work Then Pray Again file. I do have this in an SVG as well as a blank file, but now I have it in an embroidery file as well. It is available in the description box for you guys. But I am going to be using my by 15 needle embroidery machine, which this is the Mirror. They have one that is called the Vision, and then they have one that's called the Mirror. I have the Mirror, and this is the machine that we're going to be using today. Also, for digitizing, you guys, I did not do this myself. If you've ever tried converting artwork into embroidery files, you know it can definitely be super tricky, but that is where ZDigitizing kind of comes into play here. They offer custom embroidery, digitizing, vector art conversion, and a lot more. And honestly, they're definitely somebody that I really enjoy working with. I have used them for sublimation vector files. I've used them for embroidery. A couple months ago, when I first got into embroidery, when I was using my Poolin EOC06, I purchased some. Today's video, they did provide me with this file. However, I have also purchased from them before. So I really do stand behind this company. And I do have a 50% off coupon code for your first order. So if you are wanting a file that you have that's either an SVG, a JPEG, or a PNG, if you want it digitized, use my coupon code in the description box and you will get 50% off your first order. And their prices are already super reasonable as well. But like I said, I do have multiple different files from them, so I definitely stand by them. But you guys, this is what we are going to be doing today. Definitely make sure you stick around for that, and definitely make sure you do not forget to use that 50% off coupon in the description, and then let me know how your project turns out. All right, you guys, so this is the panel here. This is basically where you set up your files. This is how the machine runs, everything like that. What I'm going to do is kind of briefly show you how to set it up. I am using a 13 by 11 hoop. Now you choose your hoop size under frame here. It says size. I already have the 330 by 280 selected, which is the 13 by 11. And then once you set your hoop size, it'll, calibrate and do all those things. Then you're going to go over to color. Now you don't have to, well, yes you do. You do have to do this because this is an applique design. So for example, this particular file, the way that it stitches is that it's going to do a placement stitch for the word pray, then it's going to do a tack down stitch for the word pray, and then it's going to do the satin stitching for the word pray. Okay, and then it's going to move on to the word work. So it'll do a placement stitch, a tack down stitch, and then the satin stitch for the word work. Then it's going to do the satin stitching for the word then, and then pray again, same thing, placement, tack down, satin. Okay, so with that being said, my first color here is going to be my placement stitch. I made it the color white. And then the second color here is going to be my tack down stitch. I also made that white. However, this little, hopefully you guys can see it. It is a kind of like a red symbol. That indicates that this is an applique. And you do that by pushing this button down here at the bottom. So you select the color, and then you push that button down at the bottom. That signifies that you need the machine to stop at that color. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. So that signifies that you need it to stop at that color. So I needed to do the placement stitch, and then I needed to stop before it does the placement stitch so that I can place my material down. Then I need to trim it before it does the satin stitch. So I also put that red symbol on the third color, which is going to be the satin stitch color. We're going to add that little applique symbol there too. So it's going to do the placement, and then it's going to go on to the tack down, but it's going to stop before the tack down. Then it's going to go on to the satin, but it's going to stop before the satin. Once it's done with this satin color, it's going to go on to the next color, which is going to be the placement stitch for the word work, and there's no stop there. So because we're going to trim it between the placement and the satin stitch, we don't have to stop it again after that, okay? After it does the satin stitch, it's going to go right from the satin stitch of the word pray right into the placement stitch of the word work. And then again, we're going to add the placement, the tack down, and the satin. This satin needs an applique on it, and then it's going to go on to the word then, and then right from there it's going to go into the tack down for the word pray again, or the words pray again. Okay, so I'm going to push save. That's how you change your colors. That's how you tell the machine to stop if you want it to stop after a like if your file doesn't specifically have color stops, or if you're using a multi-needle where sometimes they don't listen to color stops. That is how you tell your machine to stop before the next color, by pressing that little applique symbol. Okay, now what I'm going to do kind of quickly is just kind of do a trace. So I'm going to hit the word trace on here. I'm going to do a normal trace. I just want to make sure that everything is kind of lined up on the shirt the way that it should be. This is basically tracing where your design is going to be embroidered on the shirt. This is to make sure that it is centered and lined up accordingly. All right, now I'm going to press ready on the pad here, and then I'm going to press this green button, and it's going to start doing the placement stitch. All right, you guys, so this little clip is sped up. That's why the needle looks like that. I know somebody's going to ask me, but right now it is doing a placement stitch, which is just kind of a very thin stitch to let you know where you need to place your material. Okay, so as you can see, the tack down has, or I'm sorry, the placement has been done. You can see the word pray kind of outlined there. That is where our material needs to go, okay? And then as you can see, the machine, because we told it that we're doing an applique, it did kind of spit the hoop out a little bit so that we can kind of work with it easier. I'm using the Siser Aurora, yeah, I can never say that word. Aurora. It's the Siser Aurora, and the color is Borealis Teal. Everything I'm using today, you guys, will be linked down in the description box. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your material, whether you have fabric, whether you have like whatever material you're using, and I'm just going to place it right over the word pray where it's already been stitched. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the green button, and it's going to do the tack down stitch, meaning it's going to tack down our material. All right, so we have our tack down stitch done. Now what it did was it went ahead and it tacked our material down for us. Now what we need to do is go ahead and trim. There's a couple different ways, you know, depending on your personal preference, depending on what material you use. If you just use the standard glitter, a lot of the times you can just kind of rip it. However, this is the this Aurora is way thicker, so it's not going to rip. So I have to cut it the same way that you would fabric. You can do a method where you cut these out, this material out with your cutting machine, so you don't have to do it this way. I just have not made a cut file, or I don't have a cut file for this file in particular. You do have to have a cut file to be able to do it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, get this all trimmed up, and I will come right back. All right, so I do have it all trimmed up. Again, when you're doing this part, you do want to try to trim it to the best of your ability. Get it as clean as possible. It makes for a better outcome. Now I'm going to press the green button on my keypad here, on my pad here, and then it's going to start the satin stitch. Okay, so the first word pray is done stitching out. You guys, look how clean that is. That looks so good, and that's because we trimmed it nice and close. And then once it was done with the Y, it went right into doing my placement stitch for my next word. Hopefully you guys can see it. This is the word work. So now what we're gonna do is we have to place our material for the second word, which I'm using the same material. I'm just going to do a different color stitch. So I'm going to do the same same vinyl, except this is going to be stitched in orange. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and press the green button on my panel, and it's going to do our text. All right, so for this one, I did forget to add the applique stop in between the tack down stitch and the satin stitch. So that's why it did the satin stitch without me trimming it. But we're gonna go ahead and just pull it. When doing this, you want to be very careful to not lift up any of your stitches. Some of these parts I may have to cut because, like I said, this Aurora it's on the thicker side. So but it seems to be coming up nice and clean though. So that's good. And then we do just have a couple little pieces up at the top that we have to clean up, and then we got to trim the inside. So I'm going to get the rest of this off and I'll come back and we'll trim the inside. Alright, so here is pretty much the final products. I absolutely love how it turned out. I do have to press this just to make sure that it adheres. All you're going to do is, I'm not going to press it right now, but you do want to make sure that if you're using any type of HTV or anything like that, that you press it. I'm going to press this at 3. I'm going to press it, I think it's 320, whatever the Aurora settings are. I want to say 325 for 25 seconds, but I'll double check. And then when I'm trimming the stabilizer, I just kind of trim around all of the stitching without actually cutting the stitching. I'm not using any tearaway just because you don't want to use tearaway on garments that you have to wash, because it may come off in the wash and you don't want that. All right, and there we go. That is it. But this is the final product. Like I said, I absolutely love how this Aurora turned out with the different color stitching. I did green here, and I did use candle thread. Green. So I used Aurora for all the Aurora Borealis teal. Y'all, if I'm not saying that right, I'm sorry. But the one I showed you guys when I was stitching out this, I used it for all 3 applique pieces. And then I used green stitching, orange stitching. The word then is in black. And then I went back to green again here. Blue stitching would look really good with this as well. This orange really pops. But that is all I have for this video, guys. Like I said, everything I'm using in today's video will be linked down below. It's even a link to ZDigitizing if you have a SVG or a PNG file that you are looking to have digitized so that you can use it with your embroidery machine. I definitely recommend ZDigitizing. This file is a really good file, okay, and it's also beginner friendly as well. So all you have to do is send them your specifications, what you need, the size, what size hoop, if it's gonna be like an applique design or a regular stitch out, you just got to send them the instructions and they take care of it for you. But that is all I have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, bye guys.